Hi guys, it's Linda, and this is No Frills ASMR. So I had an old trunk that I picked up at an estate sale, and I was pulling something out of it, and underneath all the stuff there was this old newspaper. So I thought that maybe we could just take a look through it, and I'm being very brave because it's covered in something. I guess it's dust, but who knows what asbestos might be in here. Anyway, it looks to be a paper from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. It's called the Pittsburgh Press from Wednesday, January 23rd of 1980. So, I don't know. I just thought, look at this. Ew. I might skip this page a little bit. Let's see, what do we have here? Sears. Tractors. Lawnmowers. Craftsman lawnmowers. Look at this. This lawnmower is a 20-inch mower for $140, regular $170. I'm rounding up a penny. What's kind of interesting about that, I have been looking. My son has been coming over and borrowing my lawnmower because the rental he has right now has this little tiny bit of property, like grass. And if he doesn't mow it like every week, his landlord will send a picture of the lawn and say, if it's not mowed by tomorrow, I'll charge you. Like, so he's mowing more than I am, and I mow my lawn a lot. But anyway, so I was looking at like a small mower to get him so that he doesn't have to come take mine. And this is from 1980. That was how many years ago? A lot. And you can still buy a mower for about that cost on sale. Isn't that wild? Anyway, let's maybe skip this page because it's so dusty. Let's see what's underneath. I'll just set that aside for now. Okay. Oh, apologies. All right. So we're in the month of January of 1980. So I was 9 years old in January, I think. I can't think of what was going on in the world when I was 9. I don't remember. But we'll soon find out. All right, what does this say? So we're in the town of Pittsburgh, which is known for its steel. And it's sort of near coal country, right? Bridges. I've been to Pittsburgh. It's beautiful. Lots of, it's really beautiful. It's like kind of probably underrated, I would say, as far as cities go. All right, the business of attracting business. Imports cast steel in uncertain future. Steel imports probably will determine how hard the 1980 recession jolts domestic producers. Well, this is something they're still dealing with, right? Because isn't U.S. Steel currently trying to sell off to like a Chinese steel, and the government's like trying to block that right now or something? I don't know the whole details, but I saw something written up about it. Okay, why locate here? Pittsburghers spell it out. And we have Margaret Dillon. She says a good school system. Terry Pollock says some very fine nightclubs. Okay, Terry. Diane Baxter, many fine people. And Ron Schmidt, good business climate. I think that's kind of funny. Some very fine nightclubs. A skilled workforce, good railroad and river transportation, ample supplies of raw materials, friendly people, and the Steelers. Pittsburgh has them all. In a random downtown survey by the Press, Pittsburghers were asked what they thought would be a good reason for a new business or plant to locate here. They were also asked What is the city's biggest asset in attracting new workers to the area? As to locating a plant here, James Virgin of Bethel Park, a data processing engineer for Bessemer and Lake Erie Railroad, cites the availability of labor, skilled and unskilled. All right. I want to get to where this guy talks about the nightclubs. All right, so here she talks about the schools. Most all of us have the Steelers, Mike adds. Where else can you go and brag about a team that has won 3 Super Bowls? Did the Steelers win in the 80s too? I think they did, right? I know they were like the steel curtain. That was in the 70s, I think. But maybe it was in the 80s too. I don't know. I did a video on the Steelers if you're curious. I don't. All right. Pittsburgh's fine museums, fine art galleries, ballet, and symphony would all be attractions to Terry Pollock of Sharpsburg. They do have good museums. They have the Carnegie Museums there. They're really good. I've been to them. Pollock, a floral designer, and they have the Warhol Museum. That was really interesting too. And they have a Heinz History Center. It's a great place to go for a weekend and hang out for sure. All right, Pollock, a floral designer, feels that culturally the city has a lot going for it. We have Pittsburgh Opera Company and the Pittsburgh Symphony and parks and libraries and a fine museum and some very fine nightclubs. If I were working in another area, I would not hesitate to bring my family here, he says. What is this? A newcomer from South Carolina sums it up. Where else can you go and get a dish of German sauerbraten, a Greek gyro, an Italian antipasta, a Mexican taco, a Chinese egg roll, and a drink Irish ale, all within a couple of blocks? That's what makes Pittsburgh. That sounds awesome. I want to go. I think I'm going to. All right, RIDC doing a job by helping many keep theirs. What does RIDC stand for? Regional Industrial Development Corporation. Let's see if I can open this up. Okay. What do we have? We have, here's how the 80s looks to stockbrokers. Oh, that's kind of interesting. Even with inflation, high interest rates, and the threat of recession steadily attacking its defenses, the stock market had a good year in 1979, according to several local brokerage executives. The Dow Jones Industrial Average turned in a poor showing and was up only 4.2%. That's actually not that bad, is it? I don't know. But the American Stock Exchange, which carries most of the so-called secondary stocks, took up the slack and was up a whopping 64%. Wow, that's pretty good. Other indices, did I say that word? INDICES indices, were somewhere in the middle. The New York Composite Index was up 15.5%. Standard & Poor, or the S&P 500 Index, was up 12%, and the NASDAQ Composite Index was up 28%. Wow. The recession never hit, but brokers and market analysts worried about it all year and discounted accordingly, thus offsetting any possible trauma. It's funny. It kind of sounds like a similar story, doesn't it? Joy to ride coal boom in the 80s. Oh, this guy, his name Joy? No. Joy completed his second best year in 1979. I don't know. Okay, whatever. Oh, Joy Manufacturing Company. I've never heard of that. That doesn't mean much, though. I don't know. What do we have ads for? We treat you as if you were the most important person in our business because that's what you are. What is your business? Next time you think of going to Hardy and Hayes, go to Hardy and Hayes. What are you? gemologist. They do rings and stuff, I guess. Okay. Cut high heating and cooling cost with glass block. Saves energy. What is this? Kerner's Catholic Bookstore for 99 years. Wow, from 1881 to 1980. A family-owned bookstore. I wonder if it's still... Somebody in Pittsburgh, look up if 309 Market Street still has Kerner's Catholic Bookstore. I wonder. Let's see. Ernie's Esquire. Put your next business meeting in our hands. What are they? Oh, they have a tree path. That sounds great. I want a tree path. Presents the Tree Path, Pittsburgh's most exciting entertainment and banquet center. Oh, in the South Hills. Large enough to seat 400 and comfortably intimate setting, this room is a perfect choice for your business meetings, lunches, and dinners. Choose a menu from our gourmet selection. This is on Route 19, 5 miles south of Mount Lebanon, McMurray. The promise of the 80s. Columbia will work to keep natural gas your best energy value. Columbia Gas. I think Columbia Gas might still be around. That sounds familiar. Okay. I can't, this paper is like so much bigger than new papers. I can't even fit it all in camera. Outlook improving because Pittsburgh believes in itself. Well, that's nice. Pittsburgh's economic future is brighter because Pittsburghers think better of themselves. See, this is the kind of positive news we need, like, right now. While such normally is the province of your local psychiatrist, that's the word from J.D. Aldridge, Executive Director of Penn Southwest Association. And Aldridge is totally serious. Penn Southwest is charged with getting Pittsburgh new industry, more jobs, and its statistics are impressive. 23 new firms, 1,437 new jobs this past year. Development agencies listed. Fruits of labor pay off at New Stanton, and it shows mushrooms plus apples equal what looks to be a Volkswagen Rabbit? Huh? Sometimes attracting industry can get a boost from the little things like apples and mushrooms. For example, to get Volkswagen its 5,400 jobs, it took 2 apples, an apron full of southwestern Pennsylvania mushrooms, 1 corporate aircraft, and 13 trips to Germany, plus the usual number of telephone call meetings. Okay. All right. What makes a leader? Innovation, know-how, confidence, dependability, capability, self-reliance, experience, service, growth, and versatility. All right. That is for United States Steel. PPG has a word for Pittsburgh, home. And it looks like, almost like, what's that video game? Minecraft. Very 1980s though, too. Okay. Good golly, this paper is gigantic. It's so big. Strong finish seen for car sales in 1980. There's good and bad news in auto industry. The bad news is so bad that Mellon Bank openly states there is no doubt at all about the recession which has hit the auto industry. On the other hand, auto executives agree that 1980 should be a reverse of 1979, with slow sales early in the year and much better conditions later on. Well, I don't feel like reading all this, but smaller cars, especially General Motors' new front-wheel drive X bodies, actually are in short supply. Yeah, this is like around the time that I think, the American automakers realize they have to start making smaller, more gas-efficient vehicles. Banks fight back to win small savers. Mobay, a growing partnership with Pittsburgh. Mobay Chemical Corp. Huh. I don't know what that is yet. The new strength in steel. And it says, I think that's JL Steel. I guess this is a picture of a mill, a steel mill. It's hard, it's black and white. It's kind of, but here's some guys standing there. Kind of hard to tell what you're looking at there. This paper is huge. I have my camera all the way back out, like that giant atlas I've shown you before. I thought that thing was big. This thing, I mean, look, this is my hand. This paper is gigantic. I forgot how big they were before they shrunk them down. District's great outdoors almost at your doorstep. Pittsburgh and southwestern Pennsylvania are blessed as perhaps no other major metropolitan area in the United States with outdoor recreation opportunities. Okay, I just gotta say, this paper is full of like these positive articles about Pittsburgh. I find it kind of cool. It's kind of like nice. Pittsburgh does. The Allegheny River, long noted for its outstanding fishing in its upper reaches, now offers prime angling all the way to its confluence with the Ohio River at the point. Carp and catfish are plentiful along the Pittsburgh waterfront on the Allegheny, and bass are starting to show up in large numbers. Ohio Piles Park offers hikers spectacular views of the famed Youghiogheny River whitewater areas and one of the closest state parks to Pittsburgh, offering camping facilities. I stayed around here one time, and here they talk about it. And you can, it's right next to Frank Lloyd Wright's Falling Water house, and you can go tour the house, and it's real cool. It is really neat. And there's another Frank Lloyd Wright house, I can't remember the name of, that's very close by. So like if you spend a weekend there's near this Ohio Pile State Park, I think it's where it is. Is it? We'll look on a map, but I think that's where it is. And you can go to Falling Water and the other house that I can't remember, and there are antique stores and I don't know, just all these hikes, and there's a waterfall. It's real pretty. It's really fun. Moraine and Goddard parks don't have camping facilities. Oh yeah, and there's whitewater rafting, which actually I take it back. My sons went to a place in West Virginia where they whitewater rafted. I thought they went there, but that's not right. Anyway, whatever. If canoeing is your bag, I love canoeing. Try the Upper Allegheny from the Kinzua Dam to East Brady or Clarion River from Cook Forest to Mill Creek. Don't know anything about that, but that sounds fun. All right, Pittsburgh people, let me know. Is that good canoeing? Okay, oh, hey. Do you guys think Apple was on here yet? You used to have to look up your stocks on here, and you'd look them up and like see if they went up or down. And you have to look each one up by name. Isn't that crazy? What a world. What a different world. Apple was not yet around in 1980. Is that what I'm seeing? Oh, it would have been called Mac. No, it probably wasn't public. What would have been kind of a new... I can't think. What would have been a new one? Anyway, whatever. Save private universities. Industrialist urges business. Private colleges and universities face a grim financial future unless big corporations go to their aid. A Boston industrialist I can't say it, warned a gathering of Pittsburgh business leaders. And his name is Louis Cabot, chairman of the Committee for Corporate. That's chairman of the Committee for Corporate. I'm not familiar with him. Armco sales hit $5 billion. Profits soar. Armco reported 1979 sales of $5 billion and an increase in earnings of 53 cents to $4.82 over 1978. It noted good performance from its specialty sale products. Well, I have a family connection to Armco Steel, actually. So that's kind of interesting. Sales for the year were $5 billion against $3 billion a year earlier. Wow. Harry Holliday, chief executive officer, noted several lines of business had record performances last year. Eastern Gas earnings. What is this? Briefcases. I don't think I see anything that looks super interesting right there. I'm looking. Let's see. Profits rise at Kenmetal. A cement shortage report. Have you guys heard that there's a shortage of sand? Okay. We got this oil by cooking rocks, says Golf. And there he is with his pot of oil he got. Golf people, energy for tomorrow. The liquid is shale oil. The rock is oil shale. Is shale what they... Is that what the... Oh, forget it. I can't think of it. Fracking. Is that for shale? Is that wrong? I don't know. I don't know anything. Here's proof you get low prices at Sears. A 12-inch diagonal black and white portable television for $69. $69. Textured latex paint, $6.99. There's a theme with a 6.9 in there. What are they up to? Sears. Weighs just 12 pounds. This easy-to-use gasoline-powered weed whacker. 12 pounds. Spring dazzling dresses. Baby stuff. Sears men's matching outfit. Tube socks. Ooh, a fancy big wraparound sofa. How much? Contemporary henny pin 3-piece sectional, $700. Regularly $8 on sale. Country style plaid. Contemporary style in cotton floral for $300. Easy Living semi-gloss paint, $10.99. Well, now there's something that's gone up in price. Or maybe my husband just buys expensive paint. That's probably really what it is. But he bought paint from Sherwin-Williams. No, Sherwin. I say it wrong. Is it Sherwin? Sherwin-Williams. I think I'm saying that right. To paint our dining room. And he spent like can of paint. I was like, that's not correct. And he's like, I wanted to get the good stuff. That's crazy, isn't it? Tell me that's crazy, because that seemed I'm like, I'm pretty sure at Home Depot you could have gotten it cheap. Anyway, sander polisher. Look at this. You get the whole toolkit. That's kind of cool. For $240. That seems pricey, but maybe not. Okay, well, let's see. Are we going to look at this dusty old thing here? Oh, it's just ads. Oh, gosh. Tires. Woof. What a difference. $23 for a tile. Isn't that funny how some things are like this sewing machine. I'm pretty sure you can get a sewing machine still for like $200. But a tire, you can't get a tire for $24. Oof. How much is the wash machine? $250. Yeah, this thing's just too dusty. A color TV for $400. Ooh, look. A stereo with cassette player for $150. What's on this page? A refrigerator for $400. What is happening? What is going on here? It's like cut oranges and they're, oh, it's ice cubes. Oh, you make the ice cubes here and you dump them in a drawer down below. So you have extra, I guess. Is that what that is? Nope, that's not what that is. It says it's a roomy drawer for what? Roomy door storage. I don't know what they're pointing to. Ice maker hookup optional. Not sure. Unclear. Okay. Die-hard batteries. That's about the same as what they are now, I think. $72. Yeah, that sounds about right. I don't know, maybe. I can't remember. Maybe they're $90. Oh gosh, look at all that dust. All right. Well, that was semi-interesting, kind of. Maybe not. I don't know. All right, guys. I will talk to you soon. Look, it looks like this was burnt. I don't know if you can see that. See it? How it looks burnt? That's interesting.